see. It's time to perform. You've got that smoke down on the apartments. Twists inside of it. But decides not to reveal himself just yet. We get this nice full execute flying over the top. There's smokes, there's mollies, and there's damage being done. There's knives being had. Welcome to the big leagues. Zeppa's been shanked, and a 4 versus 3 is what ensues here. So at least Chaos will have a chance to get that bomb down, so they should. More damage being done here as Steel just gets his feet onto that bomb site. Nitro, he was trying to nip at them. And now he's looking to find a head, but nothing to take as of yet. Everybody's just going to try and slow down into this post plant. Stewie, he's able to connect one, and here comes that rush from Nitro, making quick work in the retake. Everybody's just flooding forward here, and Vanity, everything to do. First Glock shot connects from him. 65 health and 2 more players to take, but Liquid skips the bomb. Oh, that's insulting. They're going to do more of the same. Heading back over to that B site as seen in the previous round. We've already got that stroke blocking off CT, so Stewie's going to try and scramble and get in the side of the site. But look at John G go, man. He is just making space. And this time, he gets to be a part of the post plant. 5 survivors on both teams as that bomb is planted. So we are going to have one hell of a clash in this retake. Vanity close on the coffin. He's able to get that first man advantage, but it is swung immediately, and so the same. They've maintained that one-man edge. Now the spray from the top of the box works out well. 2 versus 2. Steel on the cusp of the smoke, trying not to be spotted, and oh so damn tight. Twists down to 14 HP. A single player left. Voltage over into the corner. Loses his head and loses the round. Team Liquid gonna stick this 3-0 their start.
He had no choice. Voltage had 0.2 seconds before Twist shoots him once that smoke comes up.
And currently inside of this is, of course, the 2 CTs. Still Stewie and Nafly, but very much stacked on top of one another. They're going to lay down another smoke grenade, trying to get this in front of what is a commitment yet again from Chaos. Look at the health bars. That utility damage is superb. And a follow-up from Naf. A couple blind shots through smoke to really convince Steel to walk away from this one. He has that bomb, and all the while he was hoping Vanity would find an opening on the A site, but he hasn't yet found that ground.
What people must be wondering is, why are they forcing their hand over at B? And that's because Liquid are not paying it enough attention. And so from that perspective, yeah, it's 3-0. But Chaos have pulled out 2 rounds towards B that were totally valid. It makes sense that they try to hit the site here. Now, one way to avoid having to meticulously deal with sets and shades of utility as they come in throughout the round is to just go in before anybody's throwing anything. Cut noise, get close, contact, explode. And you know what? They're still in this round. There's Nafly who's in the back of the site. There's 10 seconds left. Oh, the bomb could get denied, though, and then that's going to be the end of it. Yeah, Vanity is just going to want to save a bit of a Hail Mary. If they had a few more seconds, maybe they could have killed Naf, but if they had a few more seconds, maybe Liquid wouldn't have rotated out. So.
In the end, again, they're all fine, but there's at least pressure being created by Chaos. It's pressure, but it's not openings. And that's what they need if they're going to do anything on this offense. A little run boost with the smack 10. Down goes Stewie. Hello, Steel. We've got it, Launders. We've got an opening, a cracked bomb site with a plant and picked up guns on top of it. But can they hang on? We've got the double Molotov on the retake, smoke frag too, so I'll be curious to see if Chaos try to throw a body forward, look to interrupt the utility before it really gets to be a piece of the retake, but there it is. A molly forcing Zeppa into the duel, and he gets 2 headshots, dropping both a Liege and Twist, so Nitro to clutch. Nitro to try and keep that 16-0 dream alive and kicking. But he seems to be thinking whether he even wants to try this clutch. Bomb so far gone, it's over. He's looking to deal some damage because you know that the costs will stack up. But congratulations, Chaos. You've broken the curse, baby. You are on the board, 11-1.
Potentially tempting for them, considering Liquid aren't throwing the kitchen sink at them at the bottom of Banana. So they aren't taking a lot of damage to get to the half wall. And Jonji, oh my god, he ends up getting both kills instantly. You should know, this round is pretty much over. Yeah.
Should be. Most certainly should be. They try to get ahead of the smoke pluming, but nope. T's are going to be able to get themselves onto the site. A Liege and Nitro both taking damage from the utility, softening themselves up. Bomb a little late on arrival, but better late than never. Just out of Alicia's line of sight, Steel puts that bomb down as the molly burns. Now that it has extinguished itself, it could be time for the retake. Another smoke on CT. So again, because they got this close for this cheap, Chaos have all the tools in the toolbox to just look to lock it off. But Twist is going to spam the smoke. Steel decides not to shoot through it. Zeppa burning, curious. Does these CTs really go all in on it, trying to trade train their way to an 11th round? Steel cutting off the man in CT spawn. It's Nitro with a desperate stick. No way! He's got it! Team Liquid with a robbery. Shots ringing off elsewhere on the map. That double op Inferno T side. Let's see him make magic happen, Chaos. Gonna smoke off one player behind Coffins. This leaves Stewie isolated. He's lost his CP player already too, so the casualties starting to stack up yet again here on the B site. It seems like Chaos, they've seen a soft spot in Liquid's flesh. They've been trying to sink their teeth into it round after round now, but we know how close they were just one previous. Napfly at 16 kills, 4 deaths, feeling himself at home at the moment. Can he manage to get this retake happening? 3v4, barely. Jonji, such little health, but he'll hang on. There's 2 simultaneous kills. So suddenly, just like that, another added. And Voltage, you're gonna have to do everything. It's been a rough start for him, the no scope, but Nap swoops in with an op of his own, grabbing his 18th kill and stealing another defuse.
To fast flank or have somebody in CT spawn watching ours passively. Now they're playing 3 dedicated A, 2 very deep on B, and on these anti-eco rounds or eco rounds they've pushed down, and here they actually get punished as well. Jonji, he's gonna have a feast of it. He's already got 2 kills. Vanity also grabs 1 top mid, and would you look at that, it might be a 12-3 half.
Sometimes these sorts of things happen. You get towards the end of things, let off the gas just a little, stop losing to way of last second defuse. Full commit. 5 sets of shoulders, side by side, looking to rock into this B bomb site. Twist is gonna sprint over with his deagle if he can. Do anything at all. But for the moment, Nitro, just the one. That was really the God mode moment if Nitro was going to do anything to stop this, because Twist's in a deagle, or rather with one. Oh my God, hold on. They haven't seen him yet. He gets the close shot versus Jonji and is given a chance.
Favors them a little bit if Arch doesn't get blown up. Now we know Twist likes to call these Arch takes on T side, but this time they're going towards lane. So there's a chance here to stop this. They're on point.
Certainly, but the Molly, it's going to get into the mix, and Twist executes Steel before he even has a chance to pop off on the 5-7.
Oh, great pathing, right? They had Twist, didn't even worry about that side of pit, just decided to come out with the flash, turn to the flash while in the air, and stop Steel. There was no chance Steel could even turn.
No, he knew he had a job to do, and my God, did he do it. But here's the last 3 CTs trying to barrel their way up short into the block grinder. They walk, blasted to smithereens. Jonji's gonna have to watch on the sidelines as his team, in a man disadvantage, looks to try and extend this game into some type of respectable territory. But Zeppa up at bat again. Hey man, if anybody's getting multi-kills for Chaos throughout this first map, it's Zeppa. He's done a great job at getting into the construction over on the B site, and this time coming out of Cubby. Mows down 3. But the question remains, is it enough? Because we've got Twists with that bomb walking back on short. If he just nails the player in pit, or if he can cut off the Opper who's now tucked into Moto, then there's a world here. But he's so focused on clearing the site that he gives up his back to Vanity. And
teammates just got that info for you. Corroborate that information, make the rotation. Oh my God, they're completely evacuating the A site now. Running back and forth, getting juggled, but no one's in either site. They're on the extremities.
Until now, Stewie gets some footing on it. Steel's throwing shots through, trying to stop that bomb planter. Stewie's going to get it in with 34 HP left over. And we have 4 of these terrorists already starting to dogpile the bomb site, looking to take us into map 2. All the while, as Chaos look forward, there's a potential flank coming in from Twist. But this could all boil down to timing. CTs try to get themselves forward. It's all... Let's come in here with a fresh face and a fresh mentality. Here's Zeppa, who actually did kind of impress me on a couple of rounds last map. So let's see if he can kick it off with some crisp USPS headshots. But he shoots 1 bullet, which connects, and then he fades away. I really like that they're setting up this net in CT spawn. Look, they're trying to catch Team Liquid as they push around towards Ticket, and it works. The first one's blind, and then Voltage connects a headshot of his own. So Napfly, he immediately has to try and find a plan B, but the damage that's done in the midst of it all, a single player now to the favor of Team Liquid, 3 versus 2. Oh boy, Vanity, he's inside of the bomb site. He knows where they're at. They're trying to hide from his shots. He's taking damage. He's dishing out damage, but down he goes.
All the way from downtown.
Blasted. Now Jonji gets his hands onto that scout. Yes?
I feel like Zeppa is on the short list of names that Elon Musk's child could have been.
Yeah, I would have had more P's though.
Yeah.
Little ump damage back and forth towards jungle. Elige kind of feels that he's being surrounded, so he decides to just skate his way back through ramp, looking to join the bomb carrier towards spawn. All the while, of course, the second prong of this assault from Liquid plays down here at the bottom of middle, but ooh, messy Galils gets a bit sloppy, and now look where we found ourselves. Sure, Chaos, they lost that pistol round, although they did seem to have the situation mapped out, and now they've done enough damage to have an advantage. That Molotov was like the fastest velocity I've ever seen. That's what light speed looks like in Counter-Strike, bro. It still manages to work. You know, CTs have to hold off here. They're going to group themselves together. And what do they have to play with? Well, Jonji's got Steel's initial scout. There's that Galil that Zeppa picked up. And then there should be a second weapon somewhere down bottom mid, but they haven't decided to pick it up, it seems. So, oh no, it's in the window, of course. What am I talking about? What's important is this bomb is trying to be taken, and they're just sitting on top of it. Zeppa hasn't seen anybody.
Yeah,
they're right there, but he
helped
hasn't found that vision until there you go. He lines them all up.
It's a tough one. Yeah, even if like the smoke actually helps them out a bit because they can hide behind it, but eventually they've got to take fights and they can lose to the spam. And wow, the bomb actually comes close. If one of them.
Lots of exchanged grenades here at the top of middle. And a frag grenade down on ramp that doesn't quite connect. So that's Vanity emptying his utility belt as quick as could be. Terrorists sure clearly trying to flush him out with the flames. Now, oh, trajectory of the grenade. They know that somebody's close. Jonji, he's able to get that element of surprise at the bottom of middle, but yeah, Vanity cleared out from underneath. Zeppa trying to hang on to that M4, but he too taken care of, and we are left in the even 2v2. Flipped by Jonji and just executes him from the side. Twists plants the bomb in the meantime, and Steel already working into this site. Now, he has these terrorists split. He can still make this clutch happen. There's a kit just behind him, and he's got a smoke on top of the bomb. He taps it. This is going to elicit the spray. Stewie has to try to get him off of this, but Steel, maybe, having not stuck this, now tells Stewie that, there it is.
And didn't take any damage to get to the front of connector. I think that was the problem for Chaos. Because, like, under balcony is not great versus a connector split, and that was the position one of their players was in. Zeppa had to go hero mode and could only get one.
Now Steel's going to have to try to be hero, as he does pluck one off of the apartments, but he gets so blinded on his retreat that he never gets his feet into safety. And Nitro, what is that? A headshot through the top of the smoke. Zeppa already coming out from market, though, trying to close this distance onto the bomb planter, and he does so. Voltage even getting that last one with the op. So Chaos maintained their lead. Mohan, I mean, we're only 5 rounds deep, but this is already a better game than what we had on Inferno, and that excites me.
Either if Vanity's sitting on the site like that, then maybe then Zeppa's playing in CT watching his balcony, or something where they can help each other.
Well, Steel helps himself to a freebie of a position. Takes the top of bricks and looks with prying eyes down towards the base of mid. There are players there, but he just can't get line of sight until Zeppa flushes them out by running through the smoke. He even goes one better, trying to pry down towards underground, and unfortunately loses himself for it. But it's a man advantage up for Chaos, so they're holding on. They've got health over Twists, too. He is one stiff breeze away from death.
Oh,
and Nav.
They're not spotting this cross. Yeah, Voltage is a bit late, but he might still get a kill. Oh! And he pops the window, so they're going to hear the rotation, but Jonji ends up luckily getting that wall bang and 3 kills. Oh my god, Jonji.
And a third on default. Again,
Yeah.
I would argue this whole setup is very susceptible to the Palace swing if it wasn't for Vanity holding it now. But if he dies, they've got to be cautious. You know, Voltage, he's turned away from Connector, which is what he was kind of tasked with holding. This is going to enable the timing for Stewie to start walking up as, again, they couple with the ramp split. Zeppa with 2, and that's what keeps Vanity in this. Excuse me, Voltage looking to lock it down. That op still up. Flash goes high. Stewie looking to isolate the 1v1s, but he's not quite sure where that second CT's at, and it's over towards CT spawn that he comes, but Voltage.
All more on his feet now, right? They had the 3-person set up towards A. Now they've got 3 in front of Connector, ready to retake. Not a bad position to be as a CT.
Nice execute, though. Tons of smoke, tons of Molotovs to follow suit, and then a deep grenade to even chip away at Voltage a bit. So this was a 5-man hit, but Zeppa gets one over the top of the smoke. Poor Stewie, 2K, not going to have anything to say in this post plant. Twists looking to charge down CT spawn. He's giving chase, but he peeks with a bullet left. Didn't have eyes on the count. And now the round is gone again. It's chaos, 9-3, really locking down this defense.
Man, and he was so far away, rocking it back all the way to win.
Best of luck.
I hold my breath for a Canadian.
Oh, he dodges the frag. He does a little bit of damage, but it is still Nitro to clear him through the bench. Now Vanity's going to look to work this SMG out from Market. He is held in by both Flames, Fire, and Fury. More damage being added up before Steel can come in on from the flank. He was hoping to catch Naf with his head turned, but Naf has the presence of mind to check this, and the CTs start to fumble. The pistol's underway, the utilities have been purchased, and the A-split is where our eyes seem to fall. The defender's going to be playing inside a jungle. No CT snap just yet, but oh boy, they've spotted Jonji. They know he's up to some antics. And at the same time, Zeppa, he's going to come out from Connector, so they do have a successful jungle pinch. Well done to try and pressure these players. Jonji even still managing one despite being spotted so early. Zeppa taken heads one after another. He's gotten himself the 3-piece in the pistol, and he is staring a 10th round in the face. 4 frags.
If I were still playing, it's a nice one.
I feel like that's the kind of strat that's got the Steel stamp of approval on it. Man makes quality. But here comes Zeppa, leading the charge on that AK, looking to gun down a man on bench. He has some targets to try and take down here. Look at the crosshair, dude. This guy's got mechanics. And almost the second kill. Nafly bulletproof, so it seems. He was so focused on going for it that he dropped over to the Glock. Can Voltage and Jonji still hold on? Because it's just Voltage. 1 HP.
He would. He would.
Are you kidding?
All of the dust is settled to come back on a rifle round and actually close this out. A great initial kill here from Steel. Leading the way as an entry fragger. Nafly trades out Jonji, and Naf is back to his position.
Ooh, nice. Another one off of the bench, but that grenade blows him away, and simultaneously they get another. Zeppa, clean headshot versus a Liege. I believe that one unfolds at the top of mid. Yeah, sure enough.
Yeah, they're slowing it down. They're bringing it back, and they have the 3v2, so it makes sense. I think this is one of those situations you look at. Either
get past this op, but all it's going to take is a collateral from Stewie or some sort of wild flick. He gets Voltage through the edge of the wall, and he's being given plenty of chances. Because they didn't jump, they had to cross a second time, so giving way too many shots for Stu. But here comes Zeppa off the plant. Oh, what? Hits the flick, and an attempt at the second. He nails it. Remember, now sure, Naf will have a line of sight, but it's not as if it's the op yet again. M4 easier to surpass. Bomb to be planted. But look at Naf, we've got to be careful here. If he peeks wide off CT spawn, he could line up a couple bodies. Zeppa's just on the other side, walks into it, and that's going to cost him. Now here's Jonji off of the stairs, unable to hang on as Elige comes charging upwards. There's the trade frag from Vanity, but again, it's back and forth, 1 for 1. Voltage on the op, tries to hold the cross. He knows there's a member on the site, but that's a big kill. He had a single chance to take Naf first and foremost. Can he hit the follow-up? Nitro's tapped the bomb. He hasn't stuck it. There's the dink. It's done. Team Liquid to double digits too, and a single round makes the difference.
Chaos back on pistols, sadly enough.
Ooh. Pistols. Still.
Man, with a CZ.
Hello? Do you see me? I don't understand. He's just ripped through this bomb site, but hello, Twist. Well equipped himself on the M4. The terrorists are going to try to scramble this. You know, they get that bomb down as fast as they could. They want to try and find their paws on weapons, and they have all 3 sets of hands on a better weapon than with what they started. And a man advantage on top of it. Nitro's got the kit for the retake, but Nap, he's got the positioning. He goes for the first peek, and he's caught fumbling his gun. So Nitro will have to clutch this. 2 kills on the docket for him, but he's going to have to hit it. Flips back and forth, and down he goes. Vanity.
Oh, smoke doesn't land exactly where he'd like it to. Tries to step into the fire, but it looks like this kind of early B presence is what Chaos are most curious about. Wow, they've done a lot of damage.
Oh my god, it doesn't stop. From mollies to nades to gunfire now. Chaos trying to push out onto this B site. They've done a good job of getting past the windows, and then they wrap back round. But Elige, he comes out now. Another from Steel. Josh Nissan with a 3-piece already. He's just running by the op. He fears you not, Stewie. He's got the bomb. And he is bolted.
Exactly know what's going to happen here. Twist is quite far from the site, so he's going to have to let this bomb go down unless he stops it on this first cross. Voltage has an HE. Voltage got to cue this HE.
Nade it and jump. Cross haphazardly. His options are limited, but he is that bomb carrier, so they've got to get something in. There it is. All right. Excellent.
Oh my god.
And Stewie, of course, he's gonna decide to walk through this. Another smoke to cover the plant. Thank goodness Steel does that, but do they know? Stu blows Voltage away. And Steel, he's looking for the ace in the 1v2 clutch. He's gunned down Twist. He knows that Stewie's close. He has the smoke still to play around here, so he can make it all in question. Oh, Steel! Liquid can't force overtime. And then the brains really start to bulge. You had that discussion, Mohan, when we talked about the veto. You know, Overpass is the smart map of this series. And I want to see this tug of war unfold. But Chaos, obviously, as they do, trying to minimize those mistakes, looking to work their way up Cat, despite this being 5v2 with victory on a silver platter. Perhaps. Because they need to be wary. Stewie gets that 1 kill. And that's going to be enough to convince Chaos to double back to the A site. What do you make of this? Twist, he's in Palace.
Yeah, maybe it would have mattered if Stewie gets a kill. Then they have this Palace flank, which probably nets at least 1. But right now, very unlikely 1v4 situation. Voltage locking him down, I guess, unless some damage dealt.
He's going to see a couple of bodies coming out of Connector and decides to sink back closer towards the site. Completely on his own still.
Yeah. Oof, tough. He's losing ground. He's not getting a kill. He's flashed off. He's back dice. He's dead.
Yep, big dead. John G able to get to the dumpster stairs, but he's blocked off in terms of vision. Steel, however, had a chance. The tippity tap at the back of the head does crucify Elige in the middle of that site. And now Nitro's duel over towards Connector. This could be the big one, and he had to step up. Our analyst mentioned it. Kind of slow across the series. Well, that kill could have been the big one. It's a man advantage here for Chaos as they try to force the issue, and they will. Again, kill after kill as Chaos take a pistol.
Yeah, not too shabby. It definitely felt like it was going to be a bit tricky.
So, yeah. You know, if we're talking about a North America only tournament and we're talking about who is at the top of tier 2, Chaos are kind of all that's left. And right now, they are taking names. Another headshot coming in as they execute onto the site. That bomb to be planted on Trust. So, Team Liquid, they're going to be content with what's happened, but they don't realize just how encapsulated they are on this site. Poor Stewie has no room to really work. But again, I think a lot of pressure is going to fall on this Connector kill, and Twists just checked it before turning around. Voltage, he doubles back, gets 2 kills off of Long. That's where they didn't seem to expect it, and that's where it all starts to unravel. Twist gets 1 more, and that is it. Chaos convert versus a buy for the 2-0 start. Intelligence and the calls in the Chaos. We knew that Zeppa, after last map, has the individual play, but Jonji's kind of comes swinging out of nowhere here. It's something pretty to see, but this not too hot. Oh, we're fumbling grenades. He's still alive. Okay, he is killable. He's died, but it's to the hand of pistols of all things. So So let's just take a step back here. That explosion of T has kind of caught me by surprise. It was so quick.
Okay, let me try to describe why I think this map was going to be hard. Now that with a split, both sides can have nades thrown over to the site. You can literally right-click nades into the site from across this wall. It is.
But I wouldn't hold my breath. This is not going to be too easy. Look at Voltage, already posted up inside of bathrooms. He's got a player behind him to try and hold off long. Doesn't fall for the first little peek, and now he just has to focus forward to the left. Nobody comes through the fire. He was worried about it. Vanity's going to come up empty-handed as Naf pushes and punctures his way through, but he's playing with utility. Jonji, do we play the same game? He just ran through a smoke versus Nafly. Naf thinks he's looking in the mirror, dies, bomb still not planted until now, but even then, Zeppa and Steel have at least been able to get closer.
Oh, he's livid. He's livid. Jonji running through the smoke like that. I mean, now it's actually going to be a save out from the CTs. Zeppa still here poking around at these angles, asking to be killed for pretty much no reason. I'd say there's probably not a good... He should just leave, is what I'm trying to say, to save his gun for the next round. Because I guess they cleared out flank for a second and entertained the idea of coming back. But yeah, now they're out of it. Man, yeah, I mean, Jonji...
Nah, ooh, interesting. He's gotten past the bathroom stairs, but there's a player just out there. He's mollied off for the moment, but Voltage, he cheats forward just an inch and skewers Nitro. Now he's got to turn his back around because he knows he's in a pickle. What? No, he just got another one.
Yeah, and that was Dewey only giving him a shoulder, too, trying to fall out.
As our perspectives swap back to the bomb site, where also importantly, Jonji's locking down long. He got that op shot off his bathrooms as an opper. If you can manage the big cannon up close, it's a thing of beauty. But unfortunately for Jonji, what? Okay, he still gets one. Sorry. That's not supposed to happen. But alas, it's where we've been left off. A minute on the clock and a 4v3 advantage for Liquid, but they're walking into a fully stacked site. Zeppa, turning heads on Mirage with 30 kills, is now going to be tested. So Vanity, shoots a couple of bullets, but his teammates have been ripped clean away. Voltage is left alone in a moment. Round 15, the last of the first half. Chaos managing to tie it the moment Team Liquid took a lead. And now somebody's going to get that 8th before we swap sides. It's a big lineup on Monster. Zeppa, who we have not heard of all map long, comes alive on holding that down. Naf, the last man up. He's got an entire team ahead of him. And it seems like Chaos, after slowly spoon-feeding the lead back to Liquid round after round across these 15, have decided to take it back themselves to finish.
They haven't rotated out just yet.
Whoa.
He was started off as an awkward meme, is now becoming a real thing.
This is the world we live in. This is real. 20 seconds. The closest player as well is incredibly lit. If he takes the time to clear underneath bank, he could just shoot the kneecaps out of this last player.
Oh, he's in a good spot.
Yeah, he could stick this. Now he's going to hear the one-man sprinting already. Could get eyes on the bank man too, but dodges a couple bullets, takes damage, and dies. Ooh. So in the end, it's all for nothing. And as expected, Chaos are able to close out this half with a 1-round lead. This one speaks for itself as we have 15 rounds or more to go. As Team Liquid switch over to the CT side of the Decider map, the opening BO3 of DreamHack Masters North America. Whew. Could be a good one.
That's the perfect time to swing that door open.
Ouch.
Oh, just
gets
getting
slapped. And Naf, all the while, has found the backside of this setup, so everything's kind of thrown into question. Just as quickly as that comes to a start, it kind of grinds to a halt. And Naf's looking for one better. He's firing through the fences, a very awkward duel. Suddenly, somebody's going to come from behind him, too. That's Jonji, who puts him to bed. So, Elige, 7 health, Nitro, full bar. Both on this B site, and Steel has completely cleared out A. So the question will be, how do we get the bomb up there?
They just need to wait for the pushes, because Liquid are going to have to. Yeah, they know Steel's holding this. They just have to, like, get these free kills, basically. And that's basically round 1 here. Yeah. shouldn't be a chance. They're gonna race Nitro into the site, but Steel's got the fallback with that long-term plan going on.
These lines, man knows angles, but can he hold them all? Because there are 3 players barreling towards him. The flashbangs are landing, and the first shot does. Jonji's able to cross over towards the site. There's a long player to try and lend a helping hand, and they have been able to put a stop to the bomb plant.
His teammate's gonna hold the other side. You know, that's kind of all you really need.
Back over towards Monster. So in just a few seconds, we're gonna get Chaos trying to barrage their way through B. And so far, it has not worked. Stewie gets that first kill. It's traded back and forth. A 3v3 ensues, and that is where Chaos get themselves a little bit of leeway. If Nitro peaks, Voltage has him held. If, however, Elige walks up short, he could find so many backs turned. There's the first one, offers down. Vanity, 22 HP. Zeppa, 56. But they only have to focus forward onto Nitro. He is dodging grenades and bullets aplenty, and he just has now a chance to breathe. They've stopped. And they're going to let him take the lead. Go for the shot, which he hits. And now it's the 1v1. Zeppa's on the ramp, has the smoke to cover, tries to go and cross, doubles back and takes him down. It's Chaos. Players ahead of him and 2 others over on long. But he also has 2 teammates just behind him. So Team Liquid are actually in a good position to try and lock this down. Oh, but Zeppa gets him. And here comes Naf, a single kill for him, traded. And these trade frags are efficient. However, Elige, that's the one that turns it back. Chaos had gotten numbers even just to lose it yet again. Bomb and
body for Steel.
That would have been a shot and a half.
It's not going to be that much of a surprise to Twist if they come towards B. He's in a pretty good spot. They've got a rotator to help as well. Stewie in that strong position. Vanity go down first. Steel's got to split open a crossfire with just an AWP. It's unlikely.
Again, the monster smoke goes down, so Chaos are taking everything they can for free. They've got the connector control, short B, bomb outside of monster, 50 seconds. Dwindling utility on Team Liquid as well.
Yeah, they got no fire grenades, man, to stop this. And there's going to be a lot coming their way, too.
Right here, right now, this is it. This is the push. Theo with a little bit of a team kill, but at least gets one back. It's Stewie with the double. That could be the difference maker. Nafly here to try and pick up pieces. Jonji, what are you made of, man? 33 kills already, and he'd have to push it to 36 right here, right now. And knocking them down, at least a peg. Still 4 members up here for Chaos, but the majority of Team Liquid still stacked over towards the B site, so things are not going to get any easier. Stewie takes a bullet to the face, and whoa! Twist with a TK in the middle of it all. That's going to fluster him. He fumbles the hold. He TKs as Naf is fumbling grenades. Because of that, 2 openings for the T's, and now Voltage goes one better.
And they know Nitro's here.
Out of thin air, Chaos maybe close this on map 3.
And they had to go and get the bomb, so they avoided all of Nitro's damage utility.
He's got the AK swapped over. He's got the smoke and the flash to try and play. No utility for the T's to hold on, and Voltage is so incredibly low.
He killed him.